All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thursday, April 16th. Woohoo! Back in the car again. It's a little rainy outside, so we're going to do that. Um, Today's title is a good one. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. If you lose money, not my fault. I am not telling you to do anything. The title of this one is, let's look at I should have, top 5 stocks for selling options without stress, low volatility. So what this is kind of like the high volatility stuff that I have, the Tesla. You kind of got to manage it all the time. It goes up and down. Like today, like yesterday, it went up like $37. Today, it's going down sharply so far. Tesla started the day at like $3.95 and it's down to $3.85. Already $10 dropping down. So that is why I like it, because of the volatility. But these stocks we're going to talk about are if you want to kind of set it and forget it. I mean, you got to check them. I'd still check them like once or twice a day. You're not going to get as much premium from these stocks, but it's kind of like easier to manage. So if you got a full-time job, these are the 5 stocks I would use. It's not gonna get a lot of premium, but it's gonna be a lot less management. So let's get into this real quick. All right. So most of what I do on this channel is Tesla, high volatility, big premium, a lot of movement. But let's be honest, that also means more stress, more rolling, and you actually have to pay attention. So I like it. I love watching the market multiple times a day. I probably check my phone at least 50. But it's right there. Instead of texting or TikTok or any of that crap, I don't even have TikTok. I just look at the market. So I'd rather use my phone to make money than waste time. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 stocks that I would personally use if I wanted to make money selling options without having to constantly manage the trades. These are not the highest paying stocks, but that's not the goal here. The goal is consistency, less stress, and not having to babysit your position every day. All right, we're going 5 to 1. Number 5, Procter & Gamble. Been around forever. The ticker symbol PG. Number 5 is Procter & Gamble. This is about as simple as it gets. They sell everyday products. People are buying this stuff no matter what the market is doing. So what does this mean for you? The stock doesn't move much. Your options don't get blown through, and you don't have to keep adjusting your trades. About $165 a share, so around $16,500 for 100 shares. So this isn't beginner like the video yesterday. Look the video yesterday if you want what I would do with a small account. This is for people that are, have a pretty good size account. I mean, you can start here too as well, but you're just going to need more money for 100 shares. All right, number 4, Johnson & Johnson, another company that's been around forever, stable as crap. Number 4 is Johnson & Johnson. This thing is slow, and that's exactly what you want. You're not waking up to huge moves, which means less stress, less rolling, easier cover calls. Roughly 150 to 160 a share, so it's about 15,000 to 16,000 per 100 shares. All right, number 3, another staple, Coca-Cola. All the way, Johnson & Johnson, the ticker symbol was JNJ. Coca-Cola is KO. As you can see, there's a pattern here. Companies that have been around forever. Number 3 is Coca-Cola. This one of those stocks that just stays in the range. It's predictable, and when you're selling options, predictability is power. You don't need excitement, you need consistency. About $60 a share, so you're looking at $6,000 to get into this for 100 shares to do one contract. If you guys want very detailed how to sell a cover call, I think I have one in there. I can do another one if you want. It's fun as hell. I love this, and all you gotta do is learn enough to make it click in your head, and then it makes logical sense. All right, number 2, Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Number 2 is Apple. This is kind of the middle ground. You get more premium than lower stocks or slower stocks, but without the chaos of something like Tesla. So this is part of the Mag 7. So it doesn't move like Tesla, so it's pretty stable. Goes up and down when the new iPhone or iWatch comes out. So it moves, but it's controllable. It's about $190 a share, so you're looking at $19,000 for 100 shares if you want to get into this. And the last one, this is another Mag 7, Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. The number one for me is Microsoft. This is probably the best balance of strong premium, stability, and liquidity. Yes, it's expensive, but because of that, you get paid more per contract without dealing with wild swings. So this is like the biggest stock that you can get pretty much the best premium for the little amount of stress, if that makes sense. It's about $420 a share, so it's roughly $42,000 a share. I mean, $42,000 for 100 shares. Kind of the same area as Tesla. Tesla, I just love Tesla. I like the volatility. You make more money, and if you just pay attention, it's a lot easier. But these are ones that people don't have the same obsession as I do about looking at the market all the time. So here's the difference. If you're trading something like Tesla, you're managing constantly, you're rolling, you're watching it every day. With these stocks, you can actually step away. You don't have to panic. You don't have to constantly adjust. If you're new or just don't want the stress, this is where I would start. I mean, I wouldn't start. If you have a small account, there's other stocks to get going and learning it before you jump into bigger stocks. I think each one of these you need at least 10 grand to get into. How to learn it to generate constant income first. If I had to start over again, this is exactly what I would do. I would put money into the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ 100 index until I had enough money to buy 100 shares of a stock that I liked. And then I would start doing this again. You can do it with the smaller stocks. I mean, me personally, I already know how to do this, so I probably wouldn't start with the smaller stocks. I would just build enough money in the index fund to buy one of these higher premium stocks. But if you don't know what you're doing, start with the smaller stocks like the video I made yesterday, and then you can learn, and if you make mistakes, it's not that expensive. Then once you learn that, then you can move into, if you want volatility, you can look at the video I made for the best premium. And then if you don't want to manage it, you can move into these stocks and then continue it. But again, I have to grow my account faster because I lost everything at 50 years old. And I'm going to make a video on exactly what happened there. Hopefully help some of my older friends that are about to retire like me. But things can, a lot of things happen, divorce, what have you, losing a job. Let's go back to this. But most people fail because they jump straight into the deep end. So yeah, most people fail because they jump straight into like a high volatility stock. There's what's called zero DTE, people that do zero DTE, which means the expiration date is the same day you make it, which there's SPX people do it, and it's super, super risky. So, I see people going right into selling that stuff, and you're just nuts. Mine takes a little longer. Selling options is a less risky part of selling options. Options in general, selling is less risky than buying, right? And then you talk about the stocks you're doing against. So the Tesla is more risky than something like these, Microsoft and Apple and Procter & Gamble. So there's levels of risk you can choose to do. I choose to do the less risky options selling, but the more risky stock to do it on. That's just what I do. All right, so here's, I'd rather, and about these stocks, I'd rather make consistent money than having to chase big money and have to manage it every second. So this is saying on the stocks that on this video, this is just a lot easier to maintain. You don't have to check your phone as much. You still do, and you still have to manage it. But like Tesla went down $5 in 10 seconds. So why this version work? All right, so this is all for me. So anyway, that is it. Let me see if we're going to jump into Robinhood again to see what's going on in the market. Nope, Tesla's still going down. Tesla's now 385, which is cool because I have some strike prices right at 385. All right. Again, subscribe, like, please leave a comment if you have a thing that you want to question me. I'm not a financial guru. I'm just learning this as I go. We've got some plans coming in the future, and that'll be fun for the channel to start doing the traveling part, maybe just around New England at first. But I'm excited. Please stay active. Maybe we'll start a little group eventually. I'm trying to get more subscribers. I guess 1,000 to get monetized, but you only get like $5 anyway. So I don't really care about the money. I just want to see, does this content help you guys do anything? What does it do? Just give me some feedback, would be great. And that is it. Have a great Thursday, and we'll see what we're coming up with tomorrow. All right. Bye.